What's up? Got your nigga in the car. Hey y'all, today gonna be a vlog. I'm vlogging. This is new car. Oh. You still going to Evelyn's?
Phone book.
I crimped my hair. Yeah, today is a good makeup day. You see this makeup? Love. If you... I'm gonna use this. I don't really like this lip gloss because it's too watery. But... Oh. No, this. Oh. This is by NYX. It's Fortune Cookie. Oh, we can't see. Make the lips nice and pink.
Pear.
Please start a search on your Bluetooth phone. Oh my goodness.
Did you search it up? Go on YouTube and search it
Once
up.
the
Search is complete. Select your vehicle.
your phone and then enter the code.
It gives you this look. This pink look. Now, oh, I gotta tell y'all a little story since we're not moving nowhere yet. Alright, this is gonna be a story time about the time. It might be cut into two pieces because I probably don't have enough time. But anyway, this is the time when I was working at a clothing store and my manager called the cops on me. Okay, so basically I was working at this store and one day me and my friend Milan was leaving the store and I was watching this video and I was laughing, and I guess this lady named Glenda, yep, I'm saying her name and what I think that was her name at least because my memory sucks, but her name was Glenda, and she gonna go back and tell the manager that I was loud or whatever, mad loud laughing and stuff. First of all, mind your business, I was off the clock, ma'am, ugly self, and she was shaped ugly like a V, like this, little legs and big top. Well, I shouldn't say that in this video. Somebody probably watching this. Alright, I'm not judging, but anyway. And yeah, she went back and told the manager, and they supposed to be mad close, her and Bernadette. So, mind you, Glenda told Bernadette. Bernadette came to me and was like, watch out for Glenda. She mad, sneaky, fake this, that, and the third. But y'all supposed to be best friends, but you talking about her to me. But whatever. Whatever. Hope I like how I look.
And then
it was this other manager, his name was Topanga. He was working there, and I said, please say something to Bernadette or I'm gonna have to say something to her. He never said nothing to her. So one day we was closing the store, me, Bernadette, Glenda, and Topanga, and then I guess I was on my phone, which we always on our phone, everybody always on their phones, so I don't understand what the problem was. And I was on the phone with my cousin Maya, and then I guess Glenda said something to Topanga.
Really quickly today, how do you use your USB flash drive in your Chevy Cruze? Now, this is a really simple thing to do.
All right, and then I spazzed on Glenda or whatever, and we was going back and forth, and Topanga was like, basically, be quiet.
To Bluetooth settings menu. Bluetooth ready.
Be quiet or whatever, and that was giving me the vibe that he was gonna already go snitch.
Change phone. Please wait while I search for thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, I spazzed on her. We was arguing, and when you get me started, like, I'm the type that I'm not gonna argue with you, but if you, it takes a lot for me to get very angry. So at that point, I was very angry, and it was no stopping me. So I kept going and going and going and going until we was done. Until they was done calling the money. Cause no, don't say nothing slick, and then when I say something back, you want to be quiet now. Like, that's not what we're about to do, sis. And now you want to be quiet. Like, no, sis, that's what we're not about to do. And then basically the following day, and I was just yelling, like, and I was angry. Like, I was like, if you want to fight, we can fight and stuff. But I'm not about to fight a 50-year-old lady. Like, of course not. But anyway, then the following day, me and Milan came to work, and we usually go into work together. She was living in the city of the job at that point, so it was closer. So we'll literally go to work together. So, mind you, we went to work that morning together. I worked the early shift, and Milan came in like a couple hours later, like 2, 1 or whatever. And we always did this. It was never a problem. Ever, never, ever, ever a problem. But all of a sudden, it was a problem that day. And Bernadette was like, basically, you can't be here or whatever to Milan. And we was like, since when is it a problem? Like, never. Like, you're mad because your friend got spazzed on yesterday. That's your friend now, but you just told me to be careful. Oh, I'm like 7 minutes. Be careful. And then basically she had an attitude with us that whole day. She was acting mad stink or whatever, but Milan ended up leaving because nobody got time to be arguing with that lady. So basically Milan was there. We worked the shift together. It's funny because when we first got that job, they was like, you're not gonna be working together. And it's crazy because I don't know how she realized we was friends. Like, the person that hired us, she was a manager at the time. We liked her, but she ended up leaving, whatever the case. Ooh. She ended up leaving, whatever the case was. But anyway, we ended up working together that day. And, well, we worked together a lot of days, actually. But anyway, I get distracted so fast. It's so bad. But, she ended up coming in. I remember the store was slow. I mean, while I was over there by the shoes, looking at the shoes or whatever. And then Bernadette was like, that's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna play around. It's a lot of stuff to do. First of all, ma'am, who are you talking to? You got the wrong one. You're not gonna talk to me any type of way. You're not gonna talk to us any type of way. Let alone I'm bad by myself. I'm arguing with you if it's just me there. And if it's just Milan there, she's gonna argue with you. Like, no. And both of us together, we was going sick on Bernadette. And then she got mad, went in the room and slammed the door or whatever. I guess she called the district manager. She called the district manager. Whatever. Like, yeah, sis, go in that little room. Go in that little room, sis. Bye. Since you, like, no, you're not going to talk to us any type of way. So we spazzed on her. Like, and it's like a certain way you say stuff to people. Like, the way she said it, you could already tell that she was mad because her friend got spazzed on last night. Her friend got spazzed on last night. Oh, whatever. And then she finally came out the room. She wasn't talking to us. Me and Milan knew, like, we just had the feeling like something, like, was gonna happen. She was on the phone with somebody just talking or whatever. So later on that day, our shift was over, like, at 5 o'clock. And I keep doing this with my hands. But anyway, the shift was over at 5 o'clock. They called me in the back because I spazzed on Bernadette that night, the night before, and Topanga the night before. It was mostly Bernadette, but then I felt like Topanga was being fake, so he had to get spazzed on too. But then the following day I spazzed on Bernadette too. I mean, not Bernadette. No, yeah, it was Bernadette, the manager. So they called me back in a room, and a district manager came in, whatever. And this was right before my shift was over, and she was basically like, ever since you got here, you've been a problem. First of all, sis, I was never a problem. You're just making stuff up at this point. And then she was like telling me basically what was told to her, and I'm like, first of all, that's
You need the light?
Yeah, I need the light. Hopefully my camera don't fall. You going to ambulance?
Do I got time?
Yeah, you know the movie this we got. If you drive fast enough. Anyway, dang, where was I at? Oh, yeah, they called me back room, and I was like, can I tell my side of the story? She was like, no. She's like, we're gonna have to suspend you. I said, no, you don't have to suspend me. I quit. And then I was spazzing on her because I felt like she was just being mad rude. You're not gonna be rude to me. That's not what we're gonna do. So I was spazzing on her, and then Milan was at the register. Milan ended up coming back there. I had a feeling he wasn't gonna stop, but you saw that person. But anyway, Milan ended up coming back there to where I was. Milan ended up coming back there to where I was and was like, what's happening? Because, like, if you hear me arguing, like, I feel like that's what friends do. If you hear your friend arguing, you're going to come back there. And that's on that. And then basically, she came back there and was like, what was happening? And I was like, I just quit. I don't remember every part of the story, but I know I was like, I just quit. Milan was like, what happened? I was going sick or whatever. And the lady was on my back, like, you're not about to be on my back like that. Like, back up. And she was just on my back. She's like, no, I'm not leaving until you leave. And I was like, you staying here, I'm not leaving. And then Milan was like, I'll walk her out or whatever. And she was like, back up to the lady. And the lady wouldn't back up. So I was sitting there. And I was like, move. And she wouldn't move. And she said something slick to me. And I said, that's why you're ugly. That was funny. She is ugly though. She was ugly. But anyway, and I said, that's why you're ugly. She said, oh, ugly? You're ugly. And I said, now y'all know. Now y'all know. Teak is not ugly. My boyfriend over here hating. He's a hater. What? It was all in the car. Anyway, and then basically Milan was like, I'll walk her out. So me and Milan was walking out. She was on me and Milan back, like, back up. Like, why are you so close to us? Leave my seatbelt on, because nobody got nothing to be here in your car doing this. Like, we get it, car. It's probably you. You don't got your seatbelt on. And you the driver. You never remember your seatbelt on. No, it's not.
How gonna tell me?
Because I'm telling you. That's how. trying to be funny so my camera could pull.
I wasn't. That's what I was.
Yes, you was.
I was trying to go before the light changed. What the heck happened to this?
Don't know. And now you know you're gonna miss. It's gonna be hard. I need an extra phone so I can download these videos on. Because at this point, I gotta delete everything in my phone to edit the video. That's why I don't like editing videos. But anyway. And then she wasn't letting me walk in peace. So she was on her back and I said, "Now I'm not leaving. Since you want to be on my back like that." Mom said, "See, now she's not leaving." Nope, I'm not leaving. But yeah, she was on my back. Like, lady, if you don't back up. And I just stood there. And then I was like, "Mama, I should rip the tags off of all the clothes." If you work at a clothing store, you know you gotta put them tags up there and all that extra crap. So I said, "Should I do it?" She's like, "No, don't do that. Don't do that." I was like, "All right." So she kept following us. So I knocked. It was like a big box of clothes. That's actually what I was doing before they called me in the back. It was a big box of clothes on a counter, and I knocked it off. Really hard, and it fell off the counter. I could have did worse, but Milan said no. And whatever, they end up calling the cops on us or whatever.
From a law enforcement standpoint, don't go back.
And then I don't really remember. This happened like last year around this time, actually. No, I might be lying. No, it did. Around February, that's like a year ago. And then I don't know what made us end up leaving or whatever. It was like, I guess we was done doing our little antics, so we ended up leaving. And it smelled good. Welcome. The heck? Say thank you.
What'd you say?
You smell good.
Oh, thank you.
Or whatever, and the cops came, and it was like the cops, like I don't know what they thought the cops was gonna do, being us from the store or whatever. By the way, Miss Manager, she got fired for stealing or whatever she was doing. She was stealing clothes and then selling them. But yeah, and the cops was basically like, find that snap and put it in this video. Do you like this picture? But anyway, the cops was basically like, y'all can find everybody a job. It's not that serious or whatever. So like at the end of the day, we didn't get arrested. We straight. Period. But that's my story or whatever.
I don't remember ever being
Keep going straight.
this far down.
Like and subscribe to my video. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. I need a cute little intro. But anyway, see you guys later. Say bye.
Bye. What the fuck?